on, everybody. Let's do this. Here we go.
It's a music celebration. Strike up the bass. Feel the beat, what a great sensation. Move it, clap your hands. Get into the spirit. Sensational.
Come on, everybody. Hey, hey, hey. Hey, hey. That's me. Oh, my please.
Hello Musketeers, welcome to Mondays with Mickey. My name is Mike Knigan, I am your host, and this week we're going to dive into some of the Boy Scout stuff that we've been doing along with our Disney stuff. A few weeks back, I did a training for Boy Scouts. Currently I am a Assistant Scoutmaster with my son's Boy Scout troop, and moving up from Cub Scouts to Boy Scouts, there's some differences in the two levels of the organization. Regardless of the fact that I was in Boy Scouts as a youth, and regardless of the fact I made Eagle Scout and all that jazz, there are certain things that Scout Masters, Assistant Scout Masters, they need to know. So, in getting certified as trained as a leader, I had to attend a training course called IOLS. It's Introduction to Outdoor Leader Skills. Now, this is a course that's required among several others that goes along with it. Most of the rest of it is done on the computer. But this was an outdoor training course. It was basically a 2-day course. We got there one afternoon and left late the next afternoon. But it was basically an introduction to the essential skills that the boys are going to have to be able to do. So things like pitching a tent, cooking, doing camping, cooking and stuff like that. Safety as far as outdoor trips are concerned. How to form a patrol. How to use a compass, identifying certain plants, stuff that, knots, there was a knots class. So basically, all the kinds of stuff that you have to do as a Boy Scout, they wanted the leaders to have a taste of that, so that way they can better help direct the kids. So, a lot of it, obviously, is just review for me, growing up as a boy and making Eagle Scout. All this stuff I've already been exposed to over the years, but it was still a really fun course. In some ways very educational. There was a lot of things I had forgotten, and then there was tips that some of these guys knew that I hadn't even heard of yet. So it was a real fantastic time. While I was there, I was snapping pictures and taking little video snippets here and there, which you guys are about to see, just the kind of collage of the stuff I was able to get a hold of. But this course was held at a scout camp. Particularly, the scout camp is Cherokee Scout Reservation in North Carolina. As a boy, this was actually the scout camp that I used to go to every summer. So it was kind of nostalgic for me. So yeah, I was taking a lot of pictures and videos just out of the nostalgia factor. As a matter of fact, I found the stones. They have a thing where you can, the units can make up a brick, a large brick stone. Where they bring you, they bring you the cement, pour it in, and then you can decorate however you want, and then, they'll place that somewhere as a walking stone somewhere in camp, as far as Camp Cherokee in general. So sometimes it's a little tough to find it, but I found a couple of the ones that my old Boy Scout troop when I was a Boy Scout, a couple of the ones we did floating around, which is really kind of cool. So. It's fantastic. I mean, if any of you parents have young men that are in Boy Scouts, congratulations. It's not something that I would recommend forcing on kids. It's a fantastic organization to be a part of, but it's not something that you can force. I would recommend just bringing them, let them check it out. If they're into it, great. If they're not, don't push it, because I've seen so many parents take kids into Scouts and they're just miserable. But for those, it takes a certain kind of guy. And it's nothing against those who choose not to do it, but it's not for everybody. And that's okay. You know, sports isn't for everybody, too. I mean, there's nothing wrong with that. But for those who do sign into Boy Scouts, it's a fantastic organization, and one that truly prepares young men, and in this case today, also in some cases young women, to be tomorrow's leaders. Now you're probably looking at me going, "You just said Boy Scouts. Why would you say young women? Women aren't allowed in Boy Scouts." Well, that's true, but there's an organization, another branch of Scouting called Venturing, and Venturing does allow women into Scouts. It's a co-ed organization. It starts a little later, and goes a little later, because they want the maturity involved for it to be co-ed. It's a fantastic organization. My daughter, as a matter of fact, she's a Venturing Scout, as well as a den leader now that she's turned 18. And she loves it. She's been involved with the BSA with Venturing for years now. She tried out Girl Scouts. It just wasn't her thing. And there's nothing wrong with that. Girl Scouts is its own animal. So, she waited until she was old enough to go into Venturing, and now she's in Venturing. So like I said, all the branches of Scouting here in the United States are fantastic and very beneficial to the young men and women that have the opportunity to take part in it. So sit back. Hope you guys enjoy this this quick snippet of what some of the stuff I got to see while I was at Camp Cherokee. I hope you enjoy it. I'll see you in a minute. All right, welcome back again. Like I said, I hope you guys enjoyed it. I know, some of these things, it's, being there firsthand plays a big role. I know you guys probably saw a lot of pictures and stuff. We're kind of like, well, what's this about? Who cares? But for me, it was sentimental. I figured I'd share it. Like I said, with Mondays with Mickey, we are primarily a Disney channel, but I'm going to share all of our adventures as a family that we have, whether it be Disney involved or not Disney involved. So I hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll leave you as I leave you every week. I hope we never lose sight of one thing. This was all started by a mouse. Thank you so much for watching this week, and we'll see you guys next week. Bye.